want the big question first or last?
Whatever you guys want.
Let's give it to you first. Is this your last game?
I'm gonna just do the podcast for now on. So that's I'm quitting football and doing the podcast for now. No, I'm just kidding.
There's not a living in that. Let me
No,
just tell
just
you.
kidding. Still decided. I'll announce it this week in the next couple days on social media, and so I'm gonna wait for that.
Is it you're just waiting back from scouts to see where you're at?
Yeah. There's a few things that I want to look at, and then, but pretty set on a decision, and I'll announce it in the next couple days.
Will it have anything to do with NIL, or is that playing into the decision at all?
There's a lot of different factors, that I have to take into consideration, and the pros and cons, and I've been able to lay those out. And just this weekend was able to kind of to look at both and pray about it, and so I'll announce the next couple days.
You're obviously going to play in the bowl game.
Yes.
Was there ever a thought of not, or have you always been
No.
blazing?
Especially this opportunity to go against some of the best athletes, Travis Hunter and all those guys. I'm excited to go up against him and show what I can do with some of the best athletes in the nation. So, for sure, playing.
Put us in that moment. You line up. He's on the other side.
Yeah.
When he's not playing offense, and you got a chance to take it.
Yeah, I think that's what you dream of as a little kid, to go against, the Heisman winner, which is congrats to him. But that's what you dream of as a little kid, is going up against the best and being able to showcase your skills and show that you can play and make plays against those guys and NFL guys. So just excited for the opportunity and ready to go take it to Colorado.
That notion of opting into the bowl game for a lot of seniors,
Yeah.
NFL players, it seems to be a pretty common thing this year, just across college football, where guys are opting in instead of opting out.
Yeah.
What do you think it is kind of about this group of players? You're obviously sort of among that group.
Yeah.
Kind of wants to go out and play in these bowl games.
It's you only get college football once. I think it's such a special experience with your brothers, and the amount of time that I've put in and the amount of time that these guys have put into the off season to being around each other, to gaining that trust and that love. Like, there's just no doubt in my mind or any of these players that we're not going to finish with our brothers. It's like war. You're going out and you're not going to give up the last fight. You're not going to sit out. And that's my mindset. I'm going to play with my brothers. I'm going to love them and show them that I've loved them every second of the way and will to the end. And we're going to go out and take it to them. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun.
You've had 2 years with Darius.
Yeah.
How has he made you a better receiver?
Oh, he's awesome. I love his mentality. He's always kept me accountable, especially when I'm lacking in whatever it is, film or whatever. Darius is always the one to say, hey, let's go. Step up. And I think that's the biggest thing. We've been keeping each other accountable, and it's nice to have someone that you're competing with, especially when we're both on the field at the same time and during practices and wanting to make plays and be the guy. So he's been such a great role model for me and an asset to this team.
What's someone like yourself doing to stay sharp during this bowl prep and get ready for this bowl?
Yeah, I think just taking every practice like it's our last practice, and cherishing every moment, making every rep count. And it's been awesome to go up against these guys in practice and taking every rep like it's an important rep, and visualizing, watching film. We've had all this time to watch film and then visualize in-game situations. So just taking every practice seriously. I think that's been my focus these past weeks, and I've been getting a lot better, which is awesome, and that's what you got to do, especially when we have this time to practice and perfect our craft.
It seems like the offense wasn't quite as sharp in November as it was in October. What have you guys done in kind of bowl prep to get back to that?
Yeah, we just looked at our mistakes that we were making. A lot of it was red zone third downs, and now we've been awesome in red zone third downs these past couple weeks, because that's what we've been focusing on and emphasizing, and I think you'll see it a lot in the bowl game. So been able to just fix the mistakes that we've made the past few games, and then show that we can correct our mistakes and go take it to them in the bowl game. So
When it comes to factoring in for your decision that you've got coming up,
yeah.
how much of the resolved finish from this year factors into the thought of still chasing a Big 12 title and more for next year?
Yeah, you always want to finish strong, and I think we're just taking it one game at a time. And A-Rod even said, let's think of this as the first game of the season, and getting the team rolling into next year. And and that's what we're focusing on, is just going one game at a time. That's what we've done all season, getting better. We've gotten better this bowl week. We've taken advantage. We've been excited every practice, and that's what we got to do when we come into the bowl game is just be more excited than they are. That's usually what happens is the more excited team wins. And we've had a great few weeks of practice, going to finish strong, and then we're going to go beat Colorado. So.
Anything else? Thanks, Chase.
Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, see ya.
How would you describe how practices have gone? It's just like week 3, isn't it? Of just what's the general vibe of practice?
I think they've gone good. I feel like everyone's had a chance to get back healthy, and everyone looks faster, and everyone's gaining weight and stuff. So I think it's gone good.
Obvious question for you. Will you match up on Travis Hunter, and what are your feelings about that?
I don't think I'm going to follow him around, but I'm going to line up against him a couple of times for sure. I don't really fear anybody, so I'm just ready to come play and just trust my abilities. So.
Does it just get the juices flowing, though, knowing you've got a Heisman Trophy winner on the other side?
Yeah, just motivation. Always to raise people's draft stocks, and mine and Mark's for sure, and Maury's. So I think we're just going to come out there and play our hardest.
When you look at him, there's a lot that's been said and written about him and everything. But is there anything about the Heisman Trophy winner that maybe people don't talk about enough? That you're like, he likes to do this, and that's pretty cool.
He's just athletic. I wouldn't really say there's anything he likes to do more than the other, but he just plays with his ability, and he's a good football player.
So you will line up on the same side, and you won't follow him. That's basically what you're saying?
Yeah. So just because I'm a nickel, I'll be more at the slot. If he comes in the slot, I'll guard him at the slot. So.
I see. What are you hearing as far as your NFL future? Do you have an agent, and are you hearing any feedback about your prospects?
I haven't signed yet. I'm waiting on that. Everything I'm just waiting on. I've been trying to just focus on season and then decide that when it comes. So.
But you'll definitely hope for an NFL Combine invite and hope and go through Pro Day and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever have any thought to not playing the bowl game?
Not really. We saw a video of Dion coming out talking like his players are all going to play, so that was just like, oh yeah, I have no reason to not play, and I just want to finish it out with my teammates. So.
I asked that because that seems to be a little bit of a trend right now. I know there were a lot of opt-outs the last couple of years. You probably noticed. It seems like a lot more players are kind of opting into bowl games. Why do you think that is? Do you think there's a reason? Or?
I think people just realize you might as well finish it out with your teammates. You've been grinding with them for the last 4 or 5 years. And you owe it to him. So.
Dion said that there was a fight in Colorado's practice yesterday. That's how feisty it's been. Have you guys' practices been that spirited and feisty?
Yeah, there was a fight the other day. We don't really like to talk about fights here, but it's been physical. Everyone's been banging heads, and yeah, it's been physical. So.
Keelan, congratulations on being an All-American. What does that mean to you?
It feels great, feel good. Just want to continue to come here and keep working, keep getting better with the guys. Not letting it faze me too much, though.
What has all of the accolades meant, though? Because it's you, but it's also the boys around you, and what they've done as well. So what's that been like?
Yeah, I get all the accolades and stuff, but a big shout out to the guys blocking for me. Open up those lanes on kick return and stuff to help me be able to score and stuff like that, though. So it's a big shout out to those guys that's blocking for me.
What's made this special teams unit so successful this year? You guys made a lot of big plays.
I know it's been days we stayed out to practice. Worked on some catches and worked on some holes to hit. Worked on the alleys to hit. So it just all shows that we executed out there on game day and stuff. So the hard work pays off.
How hungry is this team? How have practices been to win this bowl game?
We're very hungry. This is a big game. Got some great guys over there. Travis, Shador, Shiloh. You even got some other guys who are under the radar over there that's good. So it's a big game, and I think the guys hyped up for it.
How excited are you to go up against Travis? Have those opportunities?
I'm very excited. I don't actually know Travis from back home. We played schools in the same area back in Georgia, so he always been that kid. Been that kid before everybody even knew who he was. He always been the same guy he is today, though. So shouts out to Trav. I'm very excited.
How far back do you remember your first memory of him? How young were you?
He's not from Georgia. He's from Florida, so he moved over to a school named Collins Hill. I was going to Grayson, so we always schools playing against each other. But he was before he became who he is today. 10th grade, he was that guy over at Collins Hill. I always heard about him over at Collins Hill. We got the same trainer and stuff. So he puts in the work and it shows why he win the Heisman.
Did anything he said on Saturday, anything he did, any way he acted, kind of remind you of who he was back then in high school? Or
Oh yeah, he just been humble. Like we got the same trainer like Coach Drew. He told Coach Drew he want to be the best guy he ever trained, and like days I might come in and he might be leaving out. Like he put the work in for sure. So his number, congrats to Trav.
When you being named All-American as a kick returner motivate you to make it as a wide receiver?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because I know that everybody think, oh, Keelan's a kick returner. Nah, I'm a receiver, but I can do kick return too.
Do you feel like this bowl game can have any momentum for you guys for 2025 and beyond? I bring that up. You have a year of eligibility remaining. What's kind of the thought there?
I actually have 2 years left.
Oh, 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, so, but the game, I think everyone just, really piped up to go down there and, compete against those guys. They're going to bring scouts, they're going to bring attention, they're going to bring views and stuff. So, the Cougars we're going to bring our fan base, we're going to bring what we bring, and it's going to be a game.
What do you see from their defense as you're getting ready? Obviously, they have some really talented players, but what do you see?
They got NFL scheme-type defense. They're sending pressure and just, man to man. I like man, so you just got to win. It's going to show you who's going to win.
kind of going back to Travis Hunter a little bit, when you kind of look at him, and I'm sure you've broken him down, his defensive plays at least, on film, does he look more like a wide receiver playing cornerback or a cornerback playing wide receiver, or is he just one of those guys who's just kind of a dude like that?
I think I honestly just give him his props. I think he just plays it well. To play a bunch of those snaps and probably miss one snap a game. I mean, you can't take that from a guy. So, yeah, you can't take that from a guy.
You signed up to play cornerback anytime soon?
Yeah, I can play cornerback too.
I was gonna say, are you more of a corner or strong safety?
I'm corner. If I would play defense, I'm gonna be corner.
Okay.
Any other questions for Keelan?
Good.
Perfect.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Keelan. Appreciate it.
Tanner, you all through with finals, or you're right in the middle of it?
Yeah, all done, wrapped up in my master's program. It's kind of a unique scenario, so I was able to get them done early and just focusing on this bowl game right now.
How nice is that to just be able to do that at this point?
It's great, prepare for a huge game and a great opponent, probably the best passing offense we've seen all season, so a lot of stuff to study and to look at, so it's been great to spend some extra time and energy on that.
What's the vibe knowing you're going to go up against the Heisman Trophy winner? Just kind of a fun
We're
thing.
just excited, I mean, the competitor in all of us, we want to play against the best, so seeing Travis win the Heisman on Saturday, I think we were all excited knowing that, we get to go out and play against the Heisman winner alongside all the other awards that he won, right? Very respected player, so we're excited for that challenge.
They got a pretty good quarterback there that feeds Travis and their other receivers the ball pretty well. Just what kind of stands out the most about Shedeur Sanders when you look at him?
I would say just his poise in the pocket and how accurate he is passing. Obviously his completion percentage is super high, and he always puts the ball on the money. So, and his receivers, they find ways to get open. So he finds creative ways to get him the ball. We'll put the ball in tight windows. So we gotta be able to stay in coverage and know that he's going to be creative with how he threads the ball in there.
Coach Hill said some of these practices in bowl prep have been some of the best this season. What's causing that? What's happening that makes them so best?
I think just, I think we're staying really sharp. I think, throughout the season we've progressively gotten better and better and just mastering our assignment and understanding concepts. And I think, we've come out and practiced with a lot of energy. A lot of teams, could get into a lull knowing, we don't play for 3 weeks, but we've been able to stay on top of that and keep our edge and practice with a lot of energy. It's a huge benefit too, looking at the contrast between last year and this year, not getting any bowl practices last year, extending our season by 4 weeks this year has done a lot for us already, and just developing our younger players, getting them some reps, mixing them in with the starters and older guys to build their confidence. And so we're playing with a lot of energy and just having a lot of fun. Extra football is always a great thing.
With Crew being in the portal, how does that affect the safeties room and the depth?
It's going to require some of the younger players to step up, which, has happened throughout the season. Guys like Rader, Tamuni, and Tommy and Falatau are going to be guys who, are going to be stepping up and filling those shoes to make some plays.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.